guys, welcome to the first game in the World Cup 2054 series with England, and this is the first game against Belgium in the new camp. We've done the road, let's do the tournament itself. So I've obviously got a few things to go over before we do get to the game. If you do want to skip ahead to the game, it's probably going to be about the 7, 8, 9, 10 minute mark. Just keep looking until you see the teams flash up. So basically, I've just noticed Belgium are looking for a manager. What the hell? If we don't beat these now, this is just... we're not going to win now because of that. Did they not have any staff at all? I've just realised. I guess this guy might take them. He's not very good, I would assume. No, he's not. He's not very good at all. Really shouldn't lose to these. The first thing, obviously, we've got to go over is the friendlies. So, one extra friendly that was pre-arranged before the World Cup that unfortunately you didn't see because it was later on arranged was against Colombia. And I'm not going to show you the goals because they're not really necessary, but we're just going to go over the results. 6-1 against Colombia. We got 2 for Roy Garner, who's come back into the team. Good player. I think he is in the squad, if I recall correctly. He got 2 from a corner, or 2 corners. Basto with a goal, Sweeney with a goal, and 2 off the bench for Dennis Wright. 4 against Morocco. Mick Roberts grabbed himself a hat-trick. This was the opportunity for him basically to say to me, look, I deserve to be in your squad, and he certainly did that to me. Fowler also off the bench. Egypt 3-0. Fowler scored and Guy Sheridan off the bench. And lastly, a game against Qatar here, all at Wembley, obviously, because we sure as hell aren't playing in these countries because they're too hot. What do you think the reason was? God. Fraser Hughes, Guy Sheridan, Mick Roberts, Dennis Wright, and Richard Darlington all scoring goals. So this is the squad then. So I announced originally a 25-man squad and had to cut that down to 2. My goalkeepers then are the former Dortmund player, now Manchester United goalkeeper. He's now 32, Jeff Wilcock. You may remember him when he was at Dortmund. The next goalkeeper who's going to be number 1 is Mike Houghton, or Houghton, I don't know how you want to pronounce that, whatever. Looks very good goalkeeper. He's only 26 and he's Arsenal's number 1 and has been for a while. Then I knew this day would come. I knew he'd get to the World Cup, and I certainly made sure of that. Freddie Clark, the former, actually still is at Tottenham, but the goalkeeper who had 5-star potential at Tottenham. Very, very good goalkeeper. Certainly a good backup. He'll probably be my number 2, and Wilcock will be my number 3. Right backs, wing backs, will be Neil Hadfield. Very, 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 very good player. Lots of good pace on him, so he's perfect for a wing back. He's got good stamina, 17. Work rate's good. Positioning's good, so he's got all the calibers there for him. So I know he plays at full back, but at the end of the day, it's the same as a wing back. He's the same star thing there. I know it's not a big deal, but go on that. Warwick Riley, it's one of my 2 left backs. Again, got good stamina. This is what you want for if you want to play him as a wing back. They've got to have good stamina, and that's what he does have. And obviously, good acceleration also helps that. Obviously, there are other things as well. But obviously, I'm just highlighting one attribute in particular, whilst we don't have. I don't want to go over too many things. Obviously, we've also got Byron Farrell. Obviously, if I do go over too many things, I'm just going to confuse you, and then all of a sudden it's I try to keep things simple. I don't want to overcomplicate things. Byron Farrell, who probably will be the number 1 left back. And we also have another right back here. We've got 2 right backs. Hadfield can also play left back, but I sincerely doubt he will get in front of one of these 2. We also have the other right back here, Roscoe Hannigan. He's the other right back, basically. I don't know whether he'll retire after the end of this World Cup from international football. We'll have to see. Centre backs, we have obviously Hadfield can play at centre back, but we've also got the other 2. We've got Paris McAvoy, plays for West Brom, good centre back. We've got Malcolm Gibbons, also plays for Lyon now. I think he was at Forest at one. No, he wasn't at Forest. Sorry, Crewe. Not Forest. Good player again. Came into the team after good form, and he's never really left it. And lastly, Roy Garner came into the team due to not only his good form, but also his versatility. He has 4-star ability, centre back, and also centre midfielder. Now, that was the one thing I was missing. He didn't have a great deal of versatility. Now he has it. He has improved considerably over the last few years. Then, in the centre midfield, we have Fraser Hughes, 26 years old, plays for Brighton, good player. Sort of, the guy who just does his job, the sort of, I'm trying to think of the best way of putting it, Sergio Busquets / players, Lucas Leiva. They tend to, you don't see them a great deal, but they do the job, I can't really think of actually too many who actually do that. Vice captain, Steve Lang, 30 years old, Arsenal centre midfielder, good stats, advanced playmaker. To go alongside the captain, he's 36, he's still at Lille. Still very, very good condition. Still good report. Still good stats for a 36-year-old. Yeah, quality player. Can't wait to see him in action still, even at this age. Our right-sided player, we have Johnny Corrigan. Great pace. Lots of good pace. Great agility. Off the ball, he's fantastic. He's got a good cross on him. He's only 25 and he plays for Chelsea. Very good player, as you know. Callum Richards did make the team, 23 years old, potential future of England, we'll have to see. Ipswich player. Tom Bastow just made it in, just mainly because I needed another left-sided player, and he looked to fit the bill pretty much perfectly. Yeah, he again fits the bill, as I say. Really got nothing else to say on that. Richard Darlington comes in, Liverpool player, obviously former Tottenham player. Didn't really see a whole lot in him, but he certainly proved me wrong. Certainly one I would have missed if I'd kept on at Tottenham manager. And Guy Sheridan, the first of our strikers. Lots and lots of strikers. He's 26, obviously still at Nottingham Forest. I mean, he came through when I was there. I think I may have handed him his debut here. And, he's certainly done well, wearing the number 11 shirt. Nigel French, number 9. He's at Blackburn. He could have stayed at Man United, but no, he's been to Blackburn, and let me tell you, he has ripped the Premier League up in the last few years. Quality player, if you've been watching, especially been watching the Nottingham Forest series. Leon Fowler, you all know about this guy. £31.5 million, well, that's slightly down on the valuation I paid for him, which was of course £48 million, but he is an absolute monster and is very worthy of that number 10 shirt. Mick Roberts did enough to get into the team, having scored, obviously. I mean, okay, he hasn't scored a great deal of goals. In fairness to him, he's a Liverpool player, worth nearly £20 million. He's a poacher, so that's not that suits me. He scored a hat-trick in the pre-tournament friendlies. I've got to consider him. Dennis Wright, probably one of the first names on the team sheet. Quality player, very, very good. Complete forward, great striker. He's at Arsenal. Oh, he's at Arsenal. I thought he was oh no, of course he is. Sorry, for some reason he just strikes me as a Chelsea player. I don't know why. I think it's because actually, who is it? I don't know. His name just reminds me of Chelsea for some reason. And lastly, it's this guy, because he was at Chelsea. Gareth Sweeney, 22 years old, future England striker. Permanent striker. I mean, what I mean is he is the future. That's what I'm trying to say. Signs, of course, from Chelsea by Manchester United. He got 29 goals in his first season. New Wayne Rooney, maybe. I don't know. If you want to know very quickly how the Premier League ended, that's how it ended. Arsenal reclaiming their title. That's 2 in a row for them now. Tottenham in second, Liverpool in third, Chelsea in fourth, Manchester City, as you can see. Cardiff, Stoke and Barnet, their little stay in the Premier League has ended. Ipswich finishing very respectable 8th, Leeds 7th, Brighton and Manchester United getting into the Europa League. Stats-wise, we've got Fowler 28, Wright on 24, Sweeney on 22, French on 21, Sheridan on 17, and Byron Farrell and Darlington, Wright, all in there. Frank Bailey is a player who would have made the team, although he is retiring. He would have probably made the team if he fit into the formation, but he doesn't, so make of that what you will. There's obviously a few other players who I may have looked over. Obviously this guy's Welsh, I'm just going through English sounding names. This guy I thought about for a while, but I had too many centre midfielders. There already players who I could have brought in. Probably if Cooley wasn't playing, you probably would have seen this guy brought in, but he obviously has he been capped? He's uncapped. He's unlucky, actually. And of course, the wonderfully named. Got to bring it up every time we see him. Felix Tits. Right. Belgium, England. We're on to this then. So this is how the games have panned out. France lead Group A. Germany and Russia lead Group B. Spain and Nigeria in Group C. And Brazil and Portugal. I mean, it's as you expect, really. I mean, there's no real surprises. Okay, we're going to move on now. It's obviously simming the other games first. I totally forgot about that. Here we go. So we're going to pick the team. Now, I generally like to just let my assistant pick the team and then I'll tweak it as I see fit. Okay, he's playing Hughes. That's interesting. We're going to play Cooley. I disagree. He's on the best of form, I'll admit. Bastow's in good form. Yeah, go ahead. We'll stick with Bastow. I think Darlington, shouldn't he be an APA? Yeah, he's an APA. Let me change that. And Wright is, of course, a complete forward. Fowler, I think, is now a poacher. He was, of course, originally an advanced forward at Tottenham, but he is now a poacher. Garner, let's see, central defender covering. I think that's correct. And Gibbons is a limited defender covering. Okay, that's fine. Right, let's do it then. Camp Nou, Belgium, England, first game in the World Cup. So, of course, if you watched the American series, you may remember we got off to a great start. We beat Senegal. Mexico beat Chile. So, really, this is this we have to ensure that we start off well here. Really, because this is a difficult group. Injuries instantly. No, keep them on. This is a difficult group. Much more difficult than I thought, actually. When I first saw it, I thought, that's okay. But, when I look at it now, it's like, this is actually quite tricky. But here's Corrigan. Gives it to Wright. Cooley plays it back to Garner. So I'm left the tactics as they were. Here's Fowler. Oh, has he gone down? Maybe no. It's going to go in. I think Fowler got on in the end anyway. And that's 1-0 after 7.5 minutes. So, good start. Belgium, of course, former brilliant team. That sort of touted golden generation apparently delivered. What the hell happened there? Wright actually won the ball back and Fowler just hit it. Of course, as I said, that golden generation apparently delivered on this game. They won, of course, in 2018. Was it 2018? Yeah, the 2018 and 2022 World Cup. And of course, Russia and Qatar. That sounds incredibly plausible. But they're obviously not as good as they obviously once were. Oh my goodness me, Johnny Corrigan. It's 2-0. After just under 9 minutes. And this is, we couldn't have dreamed of this start. Certainly beats the start they had in South Africa, that's for sure. And 2-0, approaching 10 minutes. And this is, looking really good here. Comfortable, in control. And Farrell, he is so good at that tackle. And Basto, what can he do? Oh, good save by, what's he called, Mulemans. There's no Mignolet. Imagine he'd be a good coach for Belgium. That's one thing. I don't know why that sort of golden generation hasn't become coaches, and that was a really good chance for Ghana. There's no Lukaku, there's no Mignolet, there's no Company. There's actually Company's a head of youth development or director of football or something on this, which is weird. He was at Liverpool for a while, if I recall correctly. Obviously, I'm not familiar with every single one of these Belgian players, but a good tackle there from Cooley. He's so good at just picking the ball up, in there, but he can also get forward when he wants to as well. And nearly chance there for Wright. But here's Darlington getting forward. Fowler, he's found Wright. Oh, it nearly went for the third. Still got it though. Here's Corrigan. Can he pull it across Fowler? And that's a really good save actually. He's dived pretty much the whole length of the goal to save that. And it's still 2-0. But we have to keep the pressure on. If we get a third, I think that will be game over. But I know obviously we've had a blistering start, but as you all know with England, that's got to be 3 surely. Darlington's there, and there is that third. Well, we could never be sure with England when it's 2-0, especially this early on, but it's 3 after 18 minutes. Really good stuff there from Wright, heading it across, and Darlington knocks it in with 3. Surely we're not going to beat our record that we scored against the Pharaohs. Wouldn't that be something? I don't think that'll happen, but really good start here. Couldn't have wished this, even in the wildest dreams, for 3-0. I hate using that phrase, but you know what I mean. It's such a crap phrase. Something like out of a Disney film. But yeah, I think might just need I know it sounds, that was a strange header from Ghana. I know it sounds weird, but we do need to watch the goal difference because obviously it's ideal. Obviously, if we do manage to continue to keep a clean sheet, we haven't actually conceded in competitive competitions. Under me, if you exclude the friendlies. So what I'm thinking is maybe not to continue being attacking. And why are they being so lazy all of a sudden? That's better. So good at these I can never say this phrase, last ditch tackling. I've never ever been able to say that. That's a lovely ball from Corrigan. Is it going to be 4? No, Mulemans with another good save. He's keeping the scoreline respectable at the moment. All the Belgians going in there, and I think we might just move it to standard. So I want to try and keep that record going for as long as possible. The most clean sheet in a competitive game. And obviously, it's not going to be an official record on the game because obviously we've conceded in friendlies. But in my mind, it's still there. And there's Garner. That's 4-0. Roy Garner. What's going on? 35 minutes gone. It's England 4, Belgium 0. I don't believe it. Imagine seeing this anytime soon. It's never going to happen in real life. But there's Garner. Yeah, England scoring 4. When have you ever seen that happen in real life recently? Especially under Uncle Roy. Here's Basto now. Still going. Oh, that's a terrible. Oh my God! It's actually gone for a throw-in. That was a terrible shot. There's so many shots like that lately. Actually, not even lately, in just the game in general. I'm not going to complain. That's just strikers or midfielders or whatever, wingers, if you will, being greedy. But Cooley controlling that midfield along with Darlington And, well, what do I have to really say? Anything? It's 4-0. This is about as dominant as you get. I mean, Belgium really have not looked a threat attacking wise at all. I mean, England have defended very well. Don't get me wrong. I mean, this is when they score now because I've said that. Oh no, Horton punches that away. Comes out to Tran, who's a good player. The Trans are always good. I don't know what it is, but if you're called Tran on this game, you're probably going to be good. And there's Johnny Corrigan doing well defensively again, and that is half time. And well, that is about as perfect as it gets. I can't believe that. Although, you know what is actually quite funny, I've just said trans are always good. Well, he's not having a good game, is he? I can't believe there's 2 trans as well. Well, look, look at his name. I think I mentioned this before, but it's even more relevant when I'm talking about the golden generation of Belgium. It is the Pro Evolution Soccer version of Romelu Lukaku. We have Lukunku. Oh man, that's brilliant. I can't believe there's a player called Lukunku. Do you reckon they've done that on purpose? Do you reckon they've gone through, the people at Sports Interactive, do you reckon they've gone through Pro Evolution Soccer? Obviously, they've not got the licenses to use the real players, so they just make up their own names and think, do you know what, we're just going to make a load of these names, these phony names, and we'll actually add them into the database for a laugh. They only come up 1 in 100, but 1 in 100 chance of coming up, but when they do, it's going to be hilarious. So, it would have been brilliant if his name was Romelu or something. Oh, that's typical. Typical. Fucking typical. That's the first time we've conceded a goal under me in a competitive game. That matters to me, not just a friendly game. So a great tackle from Hannigan, and it leads to a Belgian goal. Because that's apparently how this game works. Anyway, they're not back in it or anything, but they're not going to be yet. So actually, I think we need to go back attacking now because they are actually going for it, and it's quite concerning how much fucking possession they're having, and I don't like this. They're actually looking quite threatening all of a sudden. What's going on? Horton claims it. Dear me. What's going on? We were in control and we were cruising. Now all of a sudden Belgium had control of the ball, and no, it doesn't work like that. There you go, better. Right. He's just going to go on his own. Good save in the end. They actually look like they actually have a purpose now and not just there to make up the numbers. My God, look at him go! Oh my God! Fuck me, put a tackle in. That's why we say press more. Dear me. I'm actually getting annoyed now. We're 4-1 up and I'm getting annoyed. What's going on? This is... Oh, Darlington appears to be revelling in the spotlight. Or whatever the hell that phrase was. Okay, we're going to make a change. We're going to bring off Leon Fowler, who's injured. I don't really want to make that that injury any worse. So we'll bring on Mick Roberts. Yeah, it's sucking Darlington's dick at the moment, isn't it? God. Yeah, we'll see how bad that injury is. Oh my God, it's going to be 4-2. What the hell is going on? Wright missed the header. Oh, you taking the... This is England. I thought this is too good to be true. England aren't usually this good at the World Cup. What's going on? So Wright missed the header. I'm not going to blame the defender because he's not expecting him to get the ball for starters. Yeah, what the fuck is going on? I don't know what to do. Oh my God. Fuck me, they could be level. If they'd scored there and the other lad there who made that great run... Well, they're not going to do it now, surely. Okay, fuck this. We're going defensive. Screw this. Come off it. What the fuck is going on? Don't you dare jump in. Jesus. Oh my God. They could be... What the fuck? What was that? Have you ever seen 2 contrasting halves? Okay, we're going to make it... I can't believe how quickly it's gone. Okay, we're going to take Darlington off, who's been supposedly man of the match. And we're going to also bring on who's a little bit tired. I guess Garner's not as tired. To make up the numbers, bring McAvoy on. Just make the change. Obviously, the games do come thick and fast. You have to think about it. What are you going, darling? I hate the way they run. I hate this little run. You know the way they run towards you, and they sort of just tiptoe the way forward like that. I hate that so much. All that says to me is he's about to be tackled. Watch out. Here's Roberts. Oh, nicely done. That's a lovely goal. Finish the game off. Dear me. Oh, we made life difficult for ourselves there, but 5-2. Belgium, really, I'm not being funny. They should be level. It should be about 5-5. Quite frankly, the 2 or 3 chances they've had. But Roberts, well, off the bench. Good decision to put him in the squad in the end, since he has scored. But dearie me, we made life difficult for ourselves there in the second half. I mean, we just destroyed them in the first. But my God, what happened there? I think they just came at us. I don't think there was any. I don't think I could do anything there because literally they just came at us with the force of 1,000 gods. So there was literally nothing I could do there. I probably shouldn't have been. I think in hindsight, what I should have done there is probably push them back a bit. As in, my players pushed them back so they have a deeper line because we were obviously pushing way too high up there. But yeah, Darlington with an excellent performance. Sweeney delighted, even though he was on the bench, and the fans are very happy. Excellent. You have the minimum aim of reaching the quarter final. Typical England. It's like that. What was that Scotland song? It's almost as if they have that sort of mentality. What was that Scotland song? Don't come home too early, or something. They had for France '98 when they qualified, and because remember the previous when the previous time they qualified for the World Cup, they were like, yeah, we're gonna do really well, and they just failed, and then they just went back to being typically Scottish. But anyway, that is how I'm waffling again. So that is how things look then. So we are sitting pretty at the top there, thanks to goal difference. Obviously, the fact that we scored more. We scored one more than the Mexicans, so that's encouraging. Quite encouraging that they've managed to stick that many past Chile. The USA are top. They've beaten Serbia. Serbia are a weird team, man. They were terrible. Really, really, really bad team one time. But they've recovered and done quite well. So next game then is going to be against Chile. So that is encouraging. The fact that Mexico have been able to do that. Hopefully, if they could score 4 past them, hopefully we can score 8 past them. Think positively. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time for that Chile game. Promises to be a good one. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.